Have you ever poured your heart and soul into someone, given them your time, your energy, your love, only to watch them walk away as if none of it ever mattered? That kind of pain cuts deep. And now you're left with the burning question, will he ever regret losing you? The truth is, right now, he might feel free. He might even think leaving was the best decision he ever made. Maybe he's out there enjoying his new life, acting like you never existed. But don't be fooled, that feeling won't last. Because here's what happens, when reality sets in, when the excitement of being single fades, and when he realizes that no one else can match what you brought to his life. That's when the regret kicks in. And when it does, it won't just be a small, passing thought, it'll hit him hard. But here's the thing, he won't regret losing you just because you're gone. He'll regret it only if you do this one thing. And trust me, it's not what you think. Stay with me till the end, because I'm about to reveal exactly how to make him realize what he lost, and ensure that when the regret comes, it's too late for him to fix it. Number 1. Completely disappear from his life. One of the biggest mistakes people make after a breakup is sticking around, even in the smallest ways. They check in, reply to messages, stalk his social media, or worse, try to remain friends. But here's the brutal truth, as long as you're present, he won't feel your absence. If you want him to regret losing you, you must vanish. No calls, no texts, no reacting to his stories, no happy birthday messages, nothing. You have to become a ghost in his world. At first, he might not notice. He might even enjoy the space. But over time, the silence will grow louder. He'll wonder why you haven't reached out. Did you move on? Are you happier without him? His mind will start playing tricks on him, and that's when the regret creeps in. Because here's the thing, people don't realize what they have until it's gone. And if you keep reminding him of your presence, even in subtle ways, he'll never have the chance to truly feel your absence. So disappear. Let him sit with the emptiness. Let him wonder. Let him regret. Number 2. Level up, silently. The biggest regret hits when he sees you thriving without him. But here's the secret, don't do it for him. Do it for yourself. Focus on your growth, your fitness, mindset, and success. Stay quiet about it. No need to prove anything. Just improve. Work so hard on yourself that even you are amazed by your transformation. Let your progress speak so loudly that you don't have to. Because one day, curiosity will pull him back. He'll check on you, expecting the same person he left. Instead, he'll see someone stronger, happier, and completely out of his reach. And that will haunt him. He'll realize too late that he lost someone irreplaceable. And by then, you won't even care. He'll regret losing you, but you'll be too busy winning to notice. Number 3. Become the unavailable, high-value woman. Men don't regret losing someone who's still emotionally available to them. If he knows you're waiting, hoping, or still attached, he won't feel the loss. But the moment he realizes that you've moved on, that you're genuinely happy and out of reach, that's when regret sinks in. Suddenly, he'll start comparing every woman to you. He'll remember your kindness, your presence, the way you made him feel, and he'll realize no one else measures up. The thought of you being with someone better than him will haunt him. And the worst part, there's nothing he can do about it. Because you're not just ignoring him, you've outgrown him. You're too busy living your best life to even care what he thinks. That's when he'll wish he could turn back time, but by then, you'll be long gone. Number 4. Let him see that you're irreplaceable. Most men walk away thinking they'll find someone better. They assume that love, loyalty, and deep emotional connection are easily replaceable. But reality has a funny way of proving them wrong. At first, he might enjoy the thrill of something new. But over time, he'll meet people who don't match what you brought to the table. He'll realize that not everyone understands him the way you did, supports him the way you did, or loves him with the same depth. And that's when it'll hit him. You weren't just another girl. You were the girl. The one who was rare, the one who truly saw him, the one he let slip away. He'll replay old memories, wondering why he took you for granted. He'll try to fill the void with distractions, but nothing will feel the same. The love you gave was once his greatest gift, now, it's his biggest loss. By the time he understands your worth, you'll be the one who's moved on. And that regret? It'll stay with him forever. Number 5. Don't fall for breadcrumbs. Regret doesn't always mean he wants to fix things. Sometimes, a man regrets losing you not because he loves you, but because his ego took a hit. He'll send a casual, "Hey, how have you been?" message, not because he truly cares, but to see if he still has control over you. He wants to know if you'll still respond, if you're still emotionally attached, if he still has a way back in. Don't fall for it. Don't give him the validation he's looking for. A man who truly regrets losing you won't play games. He'll make real efforts to win you back. Keep moving forward. Stay strong. Stay unavailable. Let him wonder if he ever even had a chance to begin with. Because the moment you stop entertaining his breadcrumbs, you win, and he loses. One day, he'll realize that the door he thought was always open is now permanently closed. And nothing will hurt him more than that. Number 6. Let karma do the work. Life has a funny way of teaching lessons. Maybe he left thinking the grass was greener elsewhere. Maybe he thought he could do better, that you'd always be there waiting. But life doesn't work that way. When reality hits, when he faces loneliness, heartbreak, or failure, he'll remember you. He'll realize that what he had with you wasn't ordinary. That your love, your loyalty, your presence were priceless. He'll look around and see that no one else truly understands him the way you did. He'll regret not cherishing what he had. But by then, it'll be too late. Because you won't be there anymore. Karma doesn't wait, and neither should you. Instead of hoping for his regret, focus on building a life so fulfilling that his absence doesn't even cross your mind. His biggest punishment? Watching you be happy without him. Number 7. Be so happy that his regret doesn't matter. True power isn't making him regret losing you. It's when his regret no longer affects you at all. One day, you'll wake up and realize that losing him was the best thing that ever happened to you. Not because he regrets it, not because he wants you back, but because it led you to someone better, yourself. You'll be thriving, glowing, and so genuinely happy that his absence feels like a blessing. The love you once gave him? You'll give it to yourself instead. Your goals will be bigger, your standards will be higher, and your energy will be untouchable. He'll watch from a distance, knowing he lost something rare. And when he finally looks back, desperate to undo his mistake, he'll realize the cold, hard truth: you moved on, and you're never looking back. Because the best revenge? A life so beautiful that he becomes nothing but a forgotten chapter. Number 8. Never let his regret be your validation. The goal is not to make him regret losing you, just to feel good about yourself. That's giving him way too much power over your happiness. The real win? You stop caring if he regrets it or not. Because by then, you'll have outgrown him completely. His opinion, his feelings, his what-ifs, they won't matter anymore. You'll be so focused on your own growth, success, and inner peace that his regret will feel like an afterthought. The version of you that once craved his validation? She doesn't exist anymore. Instead of waiting for him to realize your worth, you'll be busy living a life filled with love, purpose, and joy. The past won't define you, and neither will his regret. And when he finally realizes what he lost, it won't be satisfying, it'll be irrelevant. Because true healing is when you don't need closure, revenge, or even his regret. You've already won, simply by becoming the woman he could never replace. Number 9. Don't just move on, upgrade. The best way to make him regret losing you. Upgrade in every way possible. Not just move on, level up. Emotionally, physically, mentally, even romantically, become the best version of yourself. Heal, grow, and build a life that excites you. When he finally checks in, hoping you're the same girl he left behind, he'll be shocked. You'll be happier, healthier, more confident, and with someone who treats you better. He'll realize too late that while he stayed the same, you became someone he can never have again. Your success will speak louder than any words. Your glow will remind him of everything he lost. And your happiness? That will be his biggest regret. Because nothing hurts more than watching the person you took for granted become everything you ever wanted, in someone else's arms. Number 10. Become the unavailable, high-value woman. Men don't regret losing someone who's still emotionally available to them. If he knows he can come back anytime, he won't feel your loss. But the moment he realizes that you're no longer waiting, that you're genuinely happy and unreachable, that's when regret sinks in. He'll start comparing every woman to you, searching for the connection he lost. He'll remember your kindness, your presence, the way you understood him like no one else did. But instead of having access to you, he'll be left with nothing but memories. And that's the real heartbreak, knowing he had something rare and let it slip away. While he's stuck in the past, you'll be thriving, untouchable, and completely out of reach. Because the woman he once took for granted? She's not waiting anymore. She's already moved on to something greater. If you take one thing away from this video, let it be this: your value isn't defined by someone else's regret. Your worth doesn't decrease just because someone failed to see it. You are strong, beautiful, and irreplaceable. The right person won't need to lose you to realize your worth. They'll cherish you from the start. So stop waiting for regret. You don't need validation from someone who walked away. Now, before you go, here's a pro tip. If you want to make a man regret losing you, don't focus on him. Focus on you. The moment you start living for yourself, healing, and becoming the best version of you, that's the moment you become truly unforgettable. Because the truth is, real regret isn't about missing what's gone, it's about realizing what you can never get back. And by the time he sees your worth, you'll be too busy loving the person you've become. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to check out my other videos on self-worth and relationships. There's so much more to learn, and trust me, you won't want to miss them. Remember, the best revenge is no revenge, just pure happiness.